you guys see something in that Chargers defense that made you think that David could have a big day, or did it just kind of happen?
Yeah, I think it's it's so hard with the type of players we have every week. You never know who's going to have a big game. I think that's the nice part about the way the offense is built and kind of the way that we operate is, and I think it makes it hard to defend. So I wouldn't say there was anything specifically where we said, hey, we're going to really try to emphasize this or really try to get him the ball. It's just kind of the way the game came up and the looks that he got, and he made the plays when his name was called. So that was really good to see.
I know you guys run a lot of 13 in general, but you were in it almost the whole first quarter. What was the thinking behind that?
Yeah, I think it's coming. Obviously you talk about what you like and where you're going to go early in the game, and we kind of got rolling. And once you get rolling, you kind of can have the ability to stay in something, right? That's the nice part about having a lot of different options. If we struggle early, we can get to a different personnel group. If we get rolling, which we did, which is great, stay in it and keep going until they seem to have an answer to stop it, and then go a different direction. So, just kind of had a lot of success with it early, and I think that kind of just kept us in it.
Why do you think it was so successful?
I mean, selfishly, because obviously the coaching of the tight ends. No, I mean, those three guys are really talented players, and it's a good offense, and it allows us to be very multiple. I mean, I think you saw early in the game, we spread them out with that grouping. We packed it in. We ran the ball. We threw the ball. And I think it goes back to our philosophy as an offense is just trying to be so multiple that a defense doesn't even know where to start or what to attack, and that really allowed us to have that success early in the game.
You guys see what David can do in practice, but how big for his confidence was him to sort of like have like a breakout game?
Yeah, I'm sure it was huge for him. I mean, as you said, like he's out here every day working his tail off, and he shows up on the field a lot, Monday through Saturday. And so anytime a guy gets to go out and then show that to the world, I think it certainly builds his confidence and tells him he's doing the right things and working towards the right things. So it was really good to see.
When you saw him catch that, did you think he could outrun all those guys, or were you thinking like?
Oh yeah. There's no doubt about that. That was not the issue. So when I saw the green grass in front of him, I was just hoping he didn't get tired or pull up, and he didn't, which was awesome. So I was really excited to see him get all the way into the end zone.
Can you touch on the importance of blocking these last couple of weeks with Jed dealing with the injury and now Conklin's dinged up?
Yeah.
How important it is for you to have your tight ends kind of help out in that regard on the end?
Yeah, I mean, regardless of the injuries in that group, it's an important part of this offense. If you're going to be good at running the ball in this league, your tight end's generally going to have a big role in that. And those matchups are hard, and what we're asking them to do is not something that's easy, especially with the nature of the defensive ends that are in this league and that we've played so far this season. So just having those guys embrace that role and really work hard at the technique and the details of the game plan, and then see it to show up on Sunday, on game day, I think has been huge because it's a big part of our offense, and they've really embraced it.
What about the pass protection part of it? I mean, do you feel like if your starters aren't out there, it seemed like the tight ends were asked to pass protect more last week?
I think it's a combination of who's out there and who we're playing. Anytime you get that type of edge rush, you're going to have to help out, and you see that across the league when you get great edge rushers. I know our guys deal with it a lot with the D-line that we have. So that's part of the role, and it changes week to week kind of based on who we're playing. I'd say as much, if not more so, than who we have in the game.
Going back to David, I mean, this was sort of a long time coming for him. I think he's been waiting for a game like this, but he's also just sort of embraced what you guys want him to do. So I guess from that aspect, what does it say about him that he was a willing blocker, all of that stuff, before he had an opportunity like this?
Yeah, I think it's one of the reasons he was in the position to have those opportunities because he excelled in all the other roles that make our offense successful, and then the ball goes where it does. And if you don't excel in those other roles, you're not going to be out there when the opportunity comes. So I think that was the really positive part of it from my standpoint is he did embrace those roles, and he's excelled in some of those roles. And it's one of the reasons he's seeing all the playing time he's seeing because we're really excited about the growth that he's made over the last year and a half and kind of the role that he's embraced. And then when the number gets called or the ball goes there, he's capable of making the play. So that was really good to see.
You guys ran that 13 a bunch last year. Are defenses kind of combating it any differently this year? Like, are they using different personnel packages?
Yeah, I think they're trying, and that's the fun part. It's like it's that chess match. Like we do it, they know that we do it. What's their answer, and then how can we counter that? So that's kind of the in and out. I mean, during the week, during the game, I mean, they were throwing different looks at us, and we kept throwing different looks at them, and so it's that constant trying to find the balance and stay one step ahead of them in that grouping and in all the groupings.
Is there like a perfect, like if you call that, or Kevin, whatever, are you guys hoping to see a certain personnel package from them? Like, do you prefer they stay in base or they go to nickel? Or
I think that's the great part about those three guys and the offense as a whole is they're so versatile that I don't feel like, hey, if they do this, we have to do that. It's really just, hey, whatever your answer is, we're going to go the other direction. So if you want to stop the run, we'll throw it. You want to stop the pass, we can, obviously we can run the ball. So I think that's what really makes it hard for other teams to defend and why it's been so successful for us over the last year and a half.
Did you like what? We'll do a couple more. Did you like what Austin was able to do on that 2-point conversion? Does he have to get reps catching an underhand like that?
Yeah, certainly something you have to rep during the week. But no, he had an amazing game. One of the better games that I've seen him play. I was really impressed with his performance as a whole. So it was great to see him execute in a big situation. And one of the things he has an unbelievable feel for is just the entire game of football. He's so good at the little details. I mean, that play is really nuanced. It involved him, getting a guy to do a certain thing and having the proper response and being in the right spot. So it was good to see him execute in that situation.
Drew, I know he's not a guy in your room, but what has Jarvis been like behind the scenes?
I mean, he's a consummate professional. He's out there every day talking to guys, working with guys, working on his craft, helping guys perfect theirs. I mean, he's a vet, and he gets it. And so it's been great having him around in the meetings. Obviously, we'd love to see him out there on the field because he's such a great player. But his attitude, kind of the energy he brings and the way the guys gravitate to him, not only in the wideout room, but I think in all the position rooms, it's been fun having him out there, and obviously look forward to seeing him back out on Sunday.